Hello and welcome to the 2021 FIM Snowcross World Championship.
So, I have just crossed an Arctic Circle line. We are in Finland, in Rovaniemi, and this is the land of never-ending winter, snow, and house of Santa Claus.
Hello and welcome.
Dear Santa, hello.
How are you today?
Perfect, thank you. I have one big wish.
Yes, tell me.
I would love to. This race would be awesome and without injuries.
Okay, of course, let's see what we can do for that. That was a very good wish. Thank you very much for your visit. It was nice to see you here.
Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Old guys are not going to play the main role here because we are here for 2021 FIM Snowcross World Championship and Women's Snowcross World Cup. Now I will be more than happy to introduce you to the track, to the snowy kilometers. Let's see.
Elias Ishoell and Aki Pihlaja take us for a lap around Rovaniemi here, arriving at turn one very quickly indeed. It's a short start straight. A very difficult first turn to negotiate. Expect there to be one or two problems come race day. Through turn two, waves starting to develop on the approach to that first jump, and again down the back straight here, a series of waves will cut out, the circuit will get rougher, this tabletop will get more difficult to jump as the race progresses. This bomb hole at the end of the straight will slow the riders down, but as we arrive at turn three, we have this banked inside line over on the right hand side. It's a little bit flatter on the outside. How will that play out in the race? Here is the finish line jump. Again, there'll be a couple of waves the other side of the jump, which will allow the riders, the quicker riders, to maybe gain some time on their rivals. Exit that 180, turn right, turn four, and immediately three more shallow waves. Again, they will cut out as the day goes on. Through this left, turn five, short straight into turn six. This is the final left-hand corner on the racetrack. We have a short straight, a jump onto a tabletop. Again, if you get the distance here, you will gain vital ground on your rivals. Here is the final corner on the racetrack. From there, we pass across the end of turn one and start another lap.
And in this part, normally I will invite you to watch 2020 highlights. So highlights from previous year, but it's not possible because last year it was not happening because of the pandemic situation. So let's watch 2019 highlights instead.
The 2019 World Championship was held in Boden, Sweden, but it was Elina Öhman on the number 17 and Malena Andersson who led the way and battled for the lead. But as the race went on, Öhman was able to open up more than 10 seconds over her rival and went on to take the checkered flag. Andersson was second, with Annie Wickström in third. In the men's first snowcross final, there was the usual congestion at turn 1, but it was Oskar Norum on the number 40 machine who emerged out front, and with a clear track ahead of him, he pretty quickly established a healthy advantage over his rivals. After a poor start, Adam Renheim here did his best to chase down the leader, but it was Norum who was victorious in race 1. In the final 2 for the women's division, despite a packed first turn, it was the same 2 riders who emerged up front as Elina Öhman and Malena Andersson battled for the lead. Wilma Jonsson fell there from third. As for Öhman, the Swede had once again broken free and after a lonely race up front went on to cross the finish line victorious to secure her 4th Snowcross World title. Öhman on the podium was joined by Malena Andersson and Ellen Backer. Annie Wickström, Matilda Norberg rounded out the top 5. But your top 3 was Öhman, Malena Andersson and Ellen Backer.
Yeah, it was a good race, 2 good finals, and I'm super happy.
It was a little overcrowded in turn 1 at the start of the men's second final, but just as he did in race 1, Oskar Norum emerged as the race leader. Before starting, Adam Renheim passed Aki Pihlaja for second, and after Norum ran into problems, Renheim became the new leader and went on to win the race, and with it, his 6th World Snowcross title. Pihlaja was second overall, whilst Oskar Norum was forced to settle third. Emil Haar and Magnus Rieten rounded out the top 5. Your podium here was Renheim, Pihlaja and Oskar Norum.
Yeah, it was really tough out there. I don't know what happened with the track, but it got really rough. And I'm usually good in it, but today it was so rough to start, so I had a hard time finding my rhythm. But yeah, we made it happen, and the win came, the 6th.
The season has been great. In the Swedish Championship I ended up in a 2nd place and my little sister in a 3rd place, so it was really fun to share the podium with her. This is my first World Championship, so I am a little bit nervous, but it will be fun. I'm here to have fun.
I'm very nervous, but I think it will be very funny to race against Taru Kilmala. She is great, but I think I can beat her if I want.
I have been competing to the Arnesson sisters the whole season, and I finished 4th in the Swedish Championship, so they are my biggest threat this weekend, but we will see tomorrow.
Some pressure, yeah, because they have like big expectations, and I have it too, but 2 weeks ago I had an injury in my hand, so that lowers my own a bit, so I just have to go with what I got now. So.
And now the floor for girls are on. Let's watch the race one.
In the qualifying practice, it was Thea Arnesson who put her link sled on pole position with a time of 53.38 seconds, with Hilda Arnesson just 3/10 behind her on her ski-doo. Both women posted their fastest laps on lap 9. Well, it was a good jump from Hilda Arnesson, but as she ran wide at turn 1, she allowed Elias Pihlaja to take over the lead. On board here with Minna Hiivala as Hilda Arnesson throws it into turn 1 ahead of her down the inside. Mila Nevalainen in orange holds a tight line to emerge in second place. Not bad for the young 16-year-old in her first World Cup. Arnesson leading the way though, but it looks like Nevalainen is about to take second position from Elias Pihlaja as problems there for Taru Kilmala. And also for Nevalainen as well, who's fallen from second place. Hilda Arnesson though up front looking good. On her ski-doo, the sister of 4-time World Cup winner Elina Arnesson. Behind her, Hilda Arnesson has found her way past Pihlaja for second as her older sister Thea Arnesson looks on in fourth. Circuit conditions now changing all the time. Hilda Arnesson up to second, but her sister Thea Arnesson finally getting her way past Pihlaja for third. And the battle for the Arnesson sisters as Thea passes Hilda for second, the older sister getting the better of her younger sibling. Can Thea Arnesson do anything about the 6-second gap though to the leader, Arnesson? Just over 2 laps to go. Arnesson now on the number 96, really under pressure from Thea Arnesson. 2 laps to go. The board going out. A lap rider on the racing line. Arnesson closest to us goes to the right. Arnesson goes to the left, flies past Arnesson and into the lead. She's still got plenty of work to do though as they hit the next turn. Wow, game on here in the women's first final. No margin for error as Thea Arnesson leads for the first time in the race. 1 lap to go. Arnesson is already 2 seconds clear of Arnesson. Talk about pressure for both women. 2 corners to go. Thea Arnesson exits the final turn, wins race 1. She is ecstatic. Classification then for the women's first World Cup final. Thea Arnesson wins it from Hilda Arnesson, Hilda Arnesson, Jenny Lundström and Matilda Johansson.
Final 2 of Women's Snowcross World Cup is on.
The start of the second Women's Snowcross World Cup final. Heading into turn 1, Hilda Arnesson takes a hole shot, but on board here with Minna Hiivala as Hilda Arnesson almost crashes. You know what, she may have tagged Nevalainen on the inside, but if it wasn't Matilda Johansson, Arnesson would have tipped over for sure. But it's Hilda Arnesson leading from Taru Kilmala and Arnesson, who has recovered well for third. Here's a battle for second place. Taru Kilmala under attack from Hilda Arnesson, and it's an easy pass at the end of the straight in the end. Pushes the Finn back into third. The battle of the two Hildas though as Arnesson closes in on the leader. Arnesson as Thea Arnesson and Jenny Lundström round out the top 5. Well, what a day the Arnessons are having. First and third in race 1. Here they are again in first and third. Only this time it's the younger sister Hilda Arnesson leading the way. The siblings split by Arnesson in second. Their battle for third, Kilmala on the 89, under pressure from Thea Arnesson on the number 14. And before the end of the straight, the Swede finds a way through. All of a sudden, we have a race on. The first 3 of Hilda Arnesson, Hilda Arnesson and Thea Arnesson are locked together as Lindström looks to move into fourth, and she has done with that pass on Kilmala. Well, if it stays like this, Hilda Arnesson here on the 82 will be the overall World Cup winner, but she's got 3 riders who are now closing her down. Arnesson, Thea Arnesson and Lundström there on the 115 machine. One last look over her shoulder coming out of the final turn, and Hilda Arnesson wins race 2, and with it the 2021 Women's Snowcross World Cup. She probably doesn't even know it. So Hilda Arnesson wins it then. Hilda Omen second, Thea Arnesson third, Jenny Lundström and Taru Kilmala your top 5. The overall classification is a World Cup win for Hilda Arnesson. Her sister Thea is second, Hilda Omen third, Jenny Lundström and Matilda Johansson rounding out the top 5. Let's head down to the podium then. Third overall, Hilda Omen. Second overall, Thea Arnesson. Your overall winner though, Hilda Arnesson, standing proudly on the top step of the podium there. Probably didn't expect to be standing there at the start of the weekend. Jari Turunen handing her winner's trophy. And I'm sure that will take pride of place on the mantelpiece when she gets home. She also picks up her gold plate as well. And of course, they will all get their medals. The bronze medal then to Hilda Omen. The silver medal to Thea Arnesson for second overall, but it's her little sister, Hilda Arnesson, who will wear that gold medal with pride. She is the World Cup winner 2021.
Heat 1 started pretty good, and the race, yeah, it felt good. But I didn't thought I would be on the top on the podium. But in the second race, I took the start and then I just drive and I won. I was absolutely not dreaming about this, and I'm very, very happy.
We are all ready this race. It's very good if I top 5 for me. Yeah, sunshine. Hope so. It's sunshine all weekend.
I feel good. This is my home track here. I'm racing with Lynx, which I have like a really big crush. Last season when the race was cancelled, so I had a lot of time to test, and there's a lot of other guys who wants to win. I have been 4 times in silver medal, so I hope I can make it better this time.
I just come here to have fun, and I haven't raced the World Championship in some years now, so it will be fun to be here and yeah, to compete against those guys. The track from US to here, it's like totally different. So it's like so fast out here. It's icy. It's challenging. So it will be like a completely different setup on the sled, and everything will be different. So yeah, I feel it's like I know everyone kind of expects something from me, but I feel I'm the one who coming here like to this series where everyone races. So it's gonna be challenging for me for sure, but I will do my best out there.
Race 1 is about to start. Let's see how those tough guys are going to go with the icy track.
Here we go then for the first Snowcross World Final for the men's, and on board here with Elias Backer, Aki Pihlaja, one of the riders getting caught up there, but as we come out of the turn, Petter Nasa with a whole shot, rider looping out, that was Lucas Johansson. Well, you can see from the damage of the ski there, damage to the rod of Pihlaja's bike, but it's John Stenberg who leads the way, but he's also off the back of his bike. And on board here again, wow, how close is that? Backer just missing Stenberg. Anyway, Nasa leads the way on the 27. Ogamar there, 68. He's in second. Emil Hansen, 61, is in third. Back on board with Backer. Is he getting beat up again? Yes, he is. This time by Elias Ishoell on the 200. Back up front, though, Petter Nasa, 27. Looking good so far. See how the circuit conditions changing now. Pretty icy underneath, though. Here's the battle for second. Marcus Ogamar, the 68. And Elias Ishoell. Oh, Ishoell off the side of the track, maybe just trying a little too hard to find his way past Ogamar Helgren. Gets it back on track though. No problems for the 200. There's the 463 of Mikko Osmo. The sun might not be shining, but he's having a good time all the same. Behind him, the battle for second continues, and Ishoell jumps past Ogamar at the end of the straight. Still got some work to do, controls the inside line beautifully. Takes over second position. So Ishoell now in second place, Ogamar behind him in third. Which way is this one going to turn out? Who will win the first race? Well, problem there for NASA. Didn't get the drive on the landing. Ishoell's closed up, ready to make a challenge for the lead, and he does. He dives down the inside, takes away the lane on the exit, and the Norwegian now leading the way. So it's Elias Ishoell leading the way. He's got a 6-second gap now, and surely he's on the way to winning the race. Final turn, final jump. Ishoell does win race 1 ahead of Petter Nasa, Marcus Ogerman, Helgren, Emil Hansen, and Jonas Keskiaho.
Come on and watch final 2 of the FIM Snowcross World Championship.
Start of a second final then for the Men's Snowcross World Championship. Lucas Johansson with the whole shot on board here with Elias Backer. He cuts to the inside and avoids the carnage to his right. Jarno Hietalahti, Oscar England and Marcus Ogamar Helgren involved in that, but it's Ishoell who leads the way. Johansson second, Jon Stenberg third, then Nasa. Hassan Stenberg in that bottom corner though. Moves up another position. Good riding that from your winner from race 1. Here's Ishoell. Johansson in second, Nasa 27 in third as we go back on board with Backer. Whoa, gets rammed out of the way by Jonas Keskiaho and is left upside down. The result is the 307. Ishoell though goes by, he continues to lead. Behind him the battle for second continues between Johansson and Nasa. Nasa the second rider in shot. Not going to find a way through at the end of the straight. Here is Jon Stenberg. He's in fourth place on the 259. Lap 5, the battle for second. Oh, and a problem there for Ishoell. He has a problem. Johansson now leading the way, but for how much longer? Nasa jumps past him and into the lead. Wow, great bit of riding there. Still got some work to do though, but manages to hold on. And again, problems for Ishoell, out of third and out of the race, it would appear. Well, Petter Nasa is on the verge of becoming world champion for the first time if he can stay here in number 27. Looking good at the head of the field, but disappointment for Elias Ishoell. He pulls out of the race. Wow, scary moment there for Mikko Osmo. He's in 9th place. Aki Pihlaja coming towards us. He's in 4th place. Behind him though, Emil Hansen not letting him off the hook in 5th position on the number 61. Elsewhere though, Ishoell can only watch from the sidelines. Here's Stenberg. And he's just found his way past Johansson. He's now up into second. Well, great recovery this from Stenberg. Pihlaja there now in 4th place. There's Stenberg. Nice advantage over 3rd place Johansson. Wow, the battle for 4th, Aki Pihlaja and Emil Hansen. They're still going for it here in the latter stages of this race. Tough conditions, icy. Here is Nasa leading the way out of the final turn. He's already celebrating his victory before he hits the line. He wins race 2 and is the 2021 Snowcross World Champion for the first time. So Nasa wins the race. Stenberg second, Lucas Johansson, Aki Pihlaja and Emil Hansen ran out the top 5. And the overall classification, it's a win for Petter Nasa on the link. Stenberg and Emil Hansen also linked mounted. So Petter Nasa then becomes the 6th different rider to win the World Snowcross Championship. Links are world champions for the 8th time on a day when Links riders go 1, 2, 3. He gets his winner's trophy there. Does Petter Nasa. He will also receive the gold plate as well. a day NASA has had here. For third overall, the bronze medal to Emil Hansen, the silver medal second overall to John Stenberg, but the gold medal going to the winner, Petter Nasa, the FIM Snowcross World Champion 2021.
Luck was on my side, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. Elias, number 200, he was fast. I knew that. He passed me in the first heat, and I settled for second. I mean, second and first, I knew I would be world champ. And all of a sudden, I was in the lead, and I could tell he broke down or crashed or something. So crossed the finish line, and it was like, yes, it was good to settle for second and save some energy, so I could push hard the second one. So.
For the 2021 edition, we are done. But now I'm looking forward next year. I hope you too. Bye.